today and for the week. So this weekend, North Carolina, it's a team that very high-paced offense. Kind of when you take a look at it, you're almost going to look at similar things offensively that they do and that we do, and same thing on defense. So, but they're a terrific offense. Renner is an outstanding quarterback. And one of the guys, you don't hear too much of, people talk about, but they got a left guard, Jonathan Cooper, who is really outstanding. Probably one of the best offensive linemen, in the league. And Giovanni Bernard, is an outstanding running back, and they've been able to generate a lot of points. 49, scored in the 60s twice, scored 50 once. So we have tremendous challenge defensively. They're a defense that will bring pressure. Good athletes. Going down there that will be a tough environment. Tough place to play, but our guys are going to be ready to go. It's the last time that these 17 seniors are going to put on the Maryland uniform, and so we want to do everything that we can to make sure that we go down there and finish on a high note and go into the off season with a good taste in our mouths.
Hey Coach, one of the dust settled yesterday. What was the reaction from the team at the Big Ten? Is it all a distraction for what you kind of do day to day right now?
The good thing for us with the announcement yesterday, it was on our day off, so we didn't have to deal with the distraction really with having meetings or having to practice. So from that standpoint, again, as I said yesterday, I told the team before I came up to the press conference, and they were really excited about it, and that's done and over with, and all of our focus and attention now is on North Carolina. We get to practice field today and take care of preparing the right way and doing the things that we need to do to get ready. North Carolina. We'll practice the same time as we normally do today, and then tomorrow will be the same time, and then we'll practice early on Thursday morning, and then the guys will be able to go and home for Thanksgiving. The guys, non-travel squad guys, can go home and be back on Sunday. So now it's everything's pretty much just normal for us, and that's the way you need to have it during the week.
Randy, I'm sure that missing out on bowl eligibility, having that carry out the window, had to be pretty deflating. Have you noticed any sort of just despondence or anything over that, or do you anticipate that, given how this team has functioned over the course of the season, playing hard and all that stuff, that will continue to be kind of a calling card there in the final?
Yeah, it is disappointing that we're going to miss out on that opportunity, especially when we were so close. We're sitting there at 4-2, and we're a couple inches away from getting the fifth win, and then losing two quarterbacks in that game, and then going up to BC and coming out on the wrong side of that game at the end, and then losing another quarterback there. So it is disappointing, and I feel for the kids. But the one thing that I know that these guys are going to do, they understand that you go out there and you play as hard as you can. You're lining up to play the game, and granted the goals and the aspirations that we had coming into the season, we didn't meet, but they still know that as a competitor, anytime you put that uniform on, you go get your all. And that's the kind of kids that we have here, and And, that's the expectation anytime we play, and I know they'll do the same thing, this week during practice, and then on the game on Saturday.
Coach, I guess along those lines, obviously a less than ideal last month, but what kind of things do you have to be thankful for this year with this program, with what you've been able to instill, with what you've been able to put in place in year 2?
Well, I'm just thankful for these players, for the seniors, and everybody else, because I think that, again, all the things that we want to do from a program standpoint, in terms of how we conduct ourselves, in terms of preparation, in terms of the things that we do on the field, the things that we do off the field. All those, you can see that just growing and getting better. Thankful for the kids that we were able to redshirt, because again, I just saw some numbers the other day from where they were when they were started in September and where they are now here in November, in terms of the weight that some guys put on, the strength that they've gained, their outlook, and you watch them in practice. And again, I just know that everything's headed in the right direction. The players know it, the coaches know it, the recruits know it, and it's just unfortunate that we were beset with some unfortunate injuries, but again, the will and the spirit of these guys has never wavered, and they continue to do all the things that we want, and the things that are expected of them to be an outstanding player in an outstanding program.
Right, speaking of the seniors, we talked about last week about the final game of Bird and all that. In reality, this is their final act. Do you see the same type of focus, preparation for those guys that this really is the final shot?
Yeah, I have. And again, statistics tell you, for the most of these 17, this will be the last time they strap it up. This is the last time that they'll play, not only for Maryland, but for their career. And the one thing that at least I know, and that I try to instill in our guys is that just never have any regrets. And I know none of these seniors or none of these players are going to have any regrets from the standpoint that they didn't give it everything that they had, because when you walk off that field, for everybody it's over for at least another year, and for the guys that are seniors, it could be over for good. And I think what you always want to do is that when you're ending the season and or you're ending basically your college career, you want to be able to walk off the field knowing that you've given everything that you had to help your team win. And I know that all of our guys will do that.
Coach, Sean Petty seems to do a little more each week. This will be his 4th week. A little more passing, a little more in the running game. Do you contemplate that the offensive sort of play calling and the number of plays that you'll have will continue to grow this week?
Well, I don't think it'll grow, Jonathan, from the standpoint that there's still only so much you can do based on the looks that you're going to get. Like I said, I don't think that the package won't grow at all. It's just a matter of we still have to be able to do the things that Sean can do and handle, and then what gives us the best opportunity against North Carolina. And again, he's banged up too, and he's out there, playing, and to me, we want him to play faster. We want him to make better decisions, and we've seen those things. And again, it's just because of the lack of playing time and the lack of coaching from the standpoint of only been coached at that position for a couple of weeks. So again, we just want Sean to go out there and have fun and play and execute the things that we want to execute, and then also just to play a higher level of speed out there. And I think he's picked it up and gotten used to the level of speed of the game, in each of the last 3 weeks, and then, hopefully that he'll pick up even more on that, on Saturday.
Just going off the Big Ten, maybe, I know you talked a lot about it yesterday, but just this weekend and then I guess next year, sort of lame duck here, or whatever you want to call it, what sort of reactions do you think you might get from fans around the ACC?
Really haven't thought about that too much. Because again, I think what happens is, when you think about those things, that takes away from the preparation in terms of what you have to do. But it's like anything else, we can only control what we can control. We can't control what other people think or say or do to us. And that'll always be the message to our team is, hey, we just need to go out and play our game, play football. Can't get into all those other things, and I'm sure it's to be expected that those things not going to be widely accepted or warmly welcomed. But that's the nature of the business and the process that we're involved with.
You've gone through what those seniors will go through on Saturday with the last game and everything. I was wondering if you had any particular memories or thoughts on the last game that you played at Syracuse.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, it was in a bowl game, and it was a great experience. But again, it's the same thing. It's just that, hey, it's for me. I knew it was the last time I was ever going to put them on, put the uniform on and play. So again, you just want to go out there and do everything that you can and help your team win, and to know that you're part of something that's really special and really unique, and what you want to do is the last time you always want to make sure you walk. They're all winners regardless, but you want to walk off winning on the scoreboard.
Andy, I understand you're completely focused on North Carolina, but what do you say to some of the fans who say that Maryland cannot compete in the Big Ten in football? They see the Ohio States and Michigan's. Can Maryland compete in the Big Ten? Something you'll be certainly thinking about in 2 years.
I don't think there's any doubt. And again, I just go to with the young men that we have here, now. With what we recruited last year and who we're involved with this year, and knowing in terms of what we're building here and the depth that we're creating, there's no doubt that we'll be able to compete and do well in the Big Ten. And again, that's all part of recruiting, developing players, players understanding what the expectations are, and again, the thing is that people always have their opinion, and that's fine. But the only opinions that really matter to me are the ones that are here in this building, that are going out there each and every day and working and doing the things necessary in order, to win. And we'll be fine. We'll be fine because we'll have the right people here, and we'll have the talent, and we'll develop talent to make sure that we're going to go in there and be competitive and win, and that's exactly what we'll do.